In my previous post, I was talking about spices and raw foods. The reason why I bring it up is because I just ended my 3-day dry fast today, where there was no water, no food, no food, and I broke it with a watermelon, right? And I was just thinking about like foods were meant to be eaten raw. Obviously, we evolve and we learn certain things, and when we do that, are we really looking at the nutrients that is not in all of them, right? And we're adding certain things as additive. We're adding certain things to make it taste better. And another, I might make another video about that, because like if we add certain things to its original form, wouldn't that be considered a drug? Just my opinion on that though, but that's a whole other topic, like I said though. But that's the reason why I was bringing it up. I was just mindfully thinking about the food we eat, the food I eat, right? And on these past 2.5 months of being on the road, car camping, being in a tent, and making it a point to, I love acai bowls, and making it a point to go to farmers markets and trying to get, produce, whole foods, eating foods in its raw, natural state, so it can be good for my body. Because I was on the road during the summer, peak of the summertime, with no AC, and I was fine, when I was making sure I took care of my body by eating these whole foods and knowing what foods I eat that will be able to cool off my internal temple, my body. So it wasn't even that bad for me, honestly, right? It made me respect this life so much, because if we think about it, like the homeless, that's their environment, Earth. It was some lady told me, "Where do you live?" The other day, and I told her Earth, and internally I started laughing, because like that's where we all live, right? People want to like associate you with a place, minimize your reach, right? I feel like we live on Earth, right? We can be able to travel as we please. We should be able to, but obviously we don't. That's why we have passports to, you can't do this, you can't do that, and you have limitations within governments. But like I said, it's a whole other topic. The point is, just, do we mindfully eat out of taste, pleasure, or is it more of, the benefits of what these foods can do for us, And like I say, I talk about things that I go through. I talk about things that I've went through, go through, struggle, whatever the case might be, think about, ponder about, right? So it's never a random thought. It's just to get the collective to think. So what do you think?